Chairman, Representatives, thank you. My name is Natalie Ecanow. I'm a research analyst at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies in Washington, D.C., which is a nonpartisan research institute focusing on national security and foreign policy. My work at FDD primarily focuses on Qatari influence, which is what I want to talk to you about today, predominantly in the higher education system. Last year, Qatar was among the top 5 foreign donors to American colleges and universities, beating traditionally deep-pocketed donors like China and Saudi Arabia. Qatar is approximately 11% of the world's natural gas resources, but only 330,000 citizens, so it has ample wealth to spend buying prestige and influence in this country. According to federal disclosure data, American colleges and universities accepted $6.25 billion from Qatar since 2001, but Qatar's spending in the higher education system likely exceeds this figure by a mile, and there's 2 reasons to believe that. First, academic institutions in this country that routinely accept lots of money from Qatar fail to comply with their federal disclosure requirements. And second, Qatar has often sought to cover its tracks. Here in Texas, Qatar previously filed a lawsuit to prevent Texas A&M from disclosing funding records. A Texas judge eventually ordered that the documents be made public, revealing almost $500 million in formerly undisclosed grants and contracts. Qatar is an interesting case because it enjoys a close relationship with America, American allies, but also with American adversaries. Qatar's wealth enables it to play both sides. Qatar has sponsored a range of extremist groups like Hamas, the Muslim Brotherhood, the Taliban. And by pumping money into the American higher education system, Qatar is able to avoid scrutiny for its adversarial behavior while spreading hostile ideologies. For example, Georgetown's campus in Doha hosted a conference in the fall on the future of Gaza. That conference featured a former Al Jazeera executive, which, by the way, Al Jazeera is owned by the Qatari government. The conference featured a former Al Jazeera executive who praised Hamas's October 7th massacre and previously delivered a 10-minute eulogy for a Muslim Brotherhood-aligned cleric who endorsed suicide bombings against Israelis. Qatar's influence on campus is a problem when it comes to anti-Semitism, which we've witnessed escalate tremendously since October 7th. While I haven't been able to draw a direct line between Qatari funding and specific instances of campus anti-Semitism, what I do know is that Qatari funding on college campuses obviates the need for alumni donors, and by forcing administrations to be responsive to Qatar and Qatari entities, they're yielding to a government that has sponsored terrorist groups, sided with Islamists against the West, and failed to hold Hamas accountable for the Gaza war. Thank you.